Welcome, welcome to our Adios Acne. Say goodbye to acne, hello to clear skin. I'm so excited to share this. I know both me and Christine have a testimonial of Clearproof and how it can work for those who struggle with acne. So thank you, Christine, for being willing to co-host with me. I would love
Yeah,
to share a little about you, your family, how long you've been building your Mary Kay business, and what you love most about it.
yeah. So I'm Christine Heath. I've been building my business for I think a little over a year. I think it'll be 2 years September, so that'll be fun. I have 4 kids. I have one daughter who's going to be in high school next year. Can't believe that. And then I have 3 special needs boys, 2 who will be in junior high and one who's still finishing out elementary school. And I chose this job just because I needed something that would be flexible with me and my family. My boys are very high energy, especially in the summertime. Now that they're out of school, so they're kind of requiring my uh, full attention for the most part. But I needed something that would be flexible with me. Plus, I needed the positivity and the girlfriendhood. I've made so many wonderful friends by joining this business. And I loved the God first, family second, and career third because those have been tried and true um, things that I hold dear as well. And so when I found out Mary Kay liked those ideals too, it's like, okay, well, this could be for me. So yeah,
I'm very
so that's a
similar
little bit
too.
about me.
That attracted me to this business. I was like, well, you don't hear that every day. I was like, I wasn't really interested in Mary Kay, but I respected the values and wanted to. I was like, oh, I will be willing to listen. And little did I know, this was exactly the opportunity I was looking for. I was looking for something flexible to earn extra income. I was teaching piano full time and loved that, but couldn't, was had a lot of free time in the morning. So I was like, I need a flexible job that could fill up that time and put some extra money towards savings. So that's how I got into that. So I want to do a shout out to Ruth. Ruth is on. Welcome. Thanks so much for supporting Rachel and Michelle. So glad you're here, Michelle. And thank you so much for supporting Sarah. And Edith is also here as a guest of Sarah's. Araba, yay, Araba. So glad you're here. And Tirsa, yay, I see your name. So the giveaway today is actually not an acne product, but it's a lip gloss. And there's 3 different colors. I should pop them out. Actually, I have 2 of them right here. But this is like actually what I'm wearing, the purplish color. So whoever wins can pick what color of lip gloss. They're very nourishing. There's a deeper, and these are glosses. They go on more natural than what they look like. I actually like all 3 of them. And then there's a red. So if you are like, ooh, I've been wanting like a true red, it's called cherry red. So there's 3 different options. Whoever the winner is, I can send you the pictures if you look at them and let me know which one you want. So yeah, so excited about that. So as we get started, we're going to show some before and after pictures of the product and then dive into each of the steps. We will spin the wheel, and if there's any products you're needing to order from your consultant, you can get a gift with purchase or a percentage off. And so we'll spin the wheel and do that. And at the very end, we'll wrap up with our bundle and save deal sheets. If there's anyone you'd love to refer to a treatment, give you a chance to think about that. And the last thing is we'll do our drawing. So Clearproof. So I struggled with acne, not that much as a teenager and a pimple here or there, but mostly in my mid to late 20s is when it was the worst. I had lost my first baby. And I think between stress, hormones, sadness, I don't know. I don't know if sadness causes acne, but if it does, that's what happened. But I struggled with acne all the time. It was deep. It was painful. It would come in and last forever. And it wasn't just that time of the month. It was all month, all the time. And when Mary Kay came out with Clearproof, honestly, I was skeptical. I was like, I don't think it's going to help clear up my skin because nothing had to that point. And they said clear skin in 7 days. I was like, we'll see about this. So I had my husband take a picture of me on the day 1. I started using the 4-step system morning and night. And lo and behold, 7 days into it, I had no new breakouts, and it was clearing up my existing acne, and that made my heart so happy. So my skin was a little dry at that point, but then someone suggested that I back off on the toner, so I took out the toner step, and then my skin got, back to normal, but like no acne, but not dry. But then I reintroduced the toner just slowly, more like every other day, one time a day, and then I introduced it every day, once a day, and then back to 2 times a day, and my skin was totally great with it. So anyway, that was some things, if you have dry acne prone skin, to maybe consider when you're using that step, is introduce the toner a little more gradually. But yeah, I'm super happy with Clearproof, and I don't get too many breakouts anymore, but when I do, I keep that cleanser in my shower. I have the spot treatment, the toner in my with my other skincare, that I can use as a spot treatment when I have breakouts, which luckily don't happen too much anymore. But no, Tina, so glad you're here. So that's my experience. And then Christine, I would love for you to share, because this is your daughter's before and after. So
Well, the brown hair is mine.
oh,
So,
that one's yours.
but that's okay. Yeah, just as she said, it works great. I never used any acne treatment growing up. I'd never, even thought about it. I would just pop it, and then I would just leave the pimple alone, and just it would clear on its own somehow. I don't know. I don't think I have very oily skin. I think it's only maybe like every so often, but when I do see like breakouts, I'm like, oh, okay, I gotta reintroduce that. And just, yeah, like she says, in 7 days, um, it definitely helps to clear up the skin, like the label says, Clearproof. So, um, and I've also found, and we'll talk about this probably in a later class, but what I love about the charcoal mask is that you can put it on cold sores, and it immediately will dry up the cold sore and make the cold sore vanish away as well
Yeah,
too. So,
because those when those
um,
are
but
last forever. That's nice to take away some of the pain and help it clear up. So is this your daughter's before and after pictures?
no, I think this is
That was yours.
mine as well
Okay,
too. Again, yeah, but I think she's
cool.
had. Can't remember in the pictures that I sent you where hers would be at, but
Yeah. Yeah.
but I know I sent some.
Yeah. That's awesome. Cool. Well, that's neat. So, and here's another before and after picture of a different consultant. And you can see after, I don't know if hers was after 7 days. I imagine it was probably around the same time period, but and I love it because, we don't really need makeup to be beautiful. We don't need skincare to be beautiful. Like, we are daughters of God, and we are already beautiful, just the way we are. My daughter the other day, which was really kind, she's like, "Mom, you don't need makeup." And I was like, well, I feel like I like makeup because it helps me feel more confident. It does great things for my self-care. So I wear it for myself. Like, even if I'm not leaving the house, I put on makeup. Um, but that was kind of her to say. And so I am really grateful for Clearproof, though, because when you feel good about your skin, you're not so concerned about acne or covering it up, and you can really focus on more important things. So I'm gonna actually, we have no more pictures there into the referral game. So I'm gonna actually, Christine, you're gonna talk about the first 2 steps. That's right. I'll get this straight eventually. So you can talk about the cleanser. Take it away.
All right. Okay. So this is our cleanser. I think it lasts me. I've been bad at keeping track of how long it's been lasting me. How long do you think it lasts you? Do you think
Um,
if you just use
about
like maybe a little
3
bit?
months, it may be 4. The cleanser, certain
Okay.
items
I think.
last for longer, but definitely 3 months.
Okay.
If you're extra careful,
Right.
4.
And it's just a nice soothing. It's not a burning. I know lots of I've heard from different people that different acne treatments cause the skin to, burn and cause it to feel and hurt more. But this is more of a gentle. It's not gonna irritate the skin anymore. And I just use like a little bit of it, because a little bit will go a long way. But I just go all around, all over my face. I avoid the eye area, of course, because you don't want to get in your eyes. That would be very dangerous, be very bad. And then I kind of, just really massage it in my skin. And then rinse it off really well to get it ready for the toner. And like she said, this is our toner. Um, and I've always, like she was saying, you used it what when you were starting it, like every other day, a
Hmm.
couple of times, it would always depend.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday, just in the morning.
Yeah. So just kind of think, okay, if you break out more easily, okay, use it how you see fit. But if you're kind of like, well, I'm not gonna see a breakout anytime soon, then like she said, I'd back off and then just maybe only use it like every other day.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, so
Yeah.
your toner
Those
it
both
has
have
salicylic
that.
acid. Um, but yeah, so that's our toner. No,
I love, yeah, and that one
just
lasts,
add
that
that.
one lasts me the longest, probably about 5 months. It depends, honestly, if you're using it morning and night, or if you're just kind of gradually getting introduced to it, if you have more dry skin. But easily 4 months,
Right,
maybe 5, depending on that. So cool. And I
right,
was just looking up the prices because my brain doesn't hold things
right.
like that it used to. Both of those are $20, which, yeah, so
Oh,
cleanser is
so it's
20,
this,
toner is 20. Yeah.
and the toner is 20.
Yeah. Cool. I'll wrap up and talk about the last two steps. So this is our acne treatment gel. It has 5% benzoyl peroxide. It's a lot smaller than the other products because it's only meant to be like a spot treatment to go on the actual acne or areas where you are prone to break out. A lot of our customers call this the zit zapper. And hey, Mary Lynn, I see ya. Talking with you earlier today too. But this zit zapper is sometimes how people text me to reorder, like, hey, I need more of my zit zapper. And I know, so I definitely use that as a spot treatment. Now that I use our repair line, but if I get a breakout, I love that our dermatologists have created all of our skincare to be compatible with each other, because you might not be an exact cookie cutter skincare line, but you might um, want the repair if you're like, I need more anti-aging benefits, but I maybe get some breakouts. Or with our Mary Kay line, if you want more like kind of entry level skincare, but you also maybe you want an eye cream to use, or use something with the moisture, with a sunscreen and the moisturizer. So I love that we can mix and match and customize. I mean, ideally, it's, if you can, just, it will save you a lot more money if you can get things as a set instead of like one cleanser here, one moisturizer there. But this is what the Clearproof set looks like. So that's the acne treatment gel. That one's $14. And then the moisturizer, this one's 22. It's an oil-free, very lightweight moisturizer. And even if you have, let's say you have oily skin and acne, and you're like, the last thing I want to put on my face is a moisturizer. Well, our dermatologists have shared that having a moisturizer for an oily person can actually help you to your skin not to overproduce oil, as long as it's an oil-free moisturizer, super lightweight. This is our most, in my opinion, our most lightweight moisturizer. It is great. Like, and I actually use, when I was using the skincare line, this was perfect too, even though I have dry skin, it still gave the hydration I needed. And so this is what I used for 2 years when I was with those pictures there. So, but yeah, if you have oily skin, you're going to love this moisturizer. It's very lightweight, oil-free, and acne fighting too. So that is there. So we used to have a mini travel size of this. Your consultant might still have some, but they unfortunately discontinued the travel size of the Clearproof, which makes me really sad. But check with your consultant because she might still have one. But this is what the full size looks like. And if you added up every single piece individually, so 20 plus 20 plus 22 is 62 plus 14 is 76. Is that right? So you can get them all individually for 76, but if you buy them as a set, you save $16 and it puts it down to 60. Yeah, I should just read in the catalog. It says it right there that you save $16. That's awesome. So like if a client was like, I want everything except for the spot treatment, I'm like, you'll actually save like $14 by yeah, anyway, just getting that. That's kind of funny. But you'll save some money by adding that. Actually, you'd save $2, but anyway, but $2 is $2 plus you could give it as a gift to someone if you don't need it. But anyway, so that is a little about our Clearproof line. And one thing that me and Christine really love is there's 100% satisfaction guarantee on our products. So if you try something, and you're like, you know what, this is not working out for me. This is not my formula. You know, we can give you a full refund or trade it for something else around that same value. That doesn't cost us anything. And you have a whole year to do that return. I don't think it's going to take you a year to be like, I don't really
Mm-mm.
like it. Yeah. So I love that Mary Kay's so generous on that. And that comes out of their pocket. So we always want to make sure you're using the right formula for you. So we right now are going to add a spinny wheel to the screen here and spin the wheel, find out what the gift with purchase is. And so if you're needing to order from your consultant, if you're, just, ooh, that's one of my favorite ones. Whether it's something we talked about today or just something else in general, we're going to get a mini eye makeup remover. And I know Mary Lynn, we were just talking over the phone. So I'm going to write that down, Mary Lynn, because you hopped on. You'll get a mini eye makeup remover with that. This eye makeup remover, the reason it's my favorite, and not only is it because it is our #1 selling product, but I forgot to take it a year ago on a trip, and I didn't realize how not great quality most eye makeup removers are. So if you ever struggle with, I think the #1 reason why women don't wash off their makeup before bed is probably because they don't find products that help take it off, and it's like a pain in the butt. But this eye makeup remover gently cleans off your eye makeup, is effective, and it conditions your eyelashes at the same time. So that is the gift. And you will want to wash your face off. You will be excited. It will be like such a pampering treatment. So eye makeup remover. That's just my guess. Is time, they're tired, and the products that they have are just not really cutting it and not helping. So because I tried some stuff when I forgot mine, and I was like, this should be illegal that people sell stuff that don't really work. So I'm glad Mary Kay, we have to work or we have that 100% satisfaction guarantee. Or Mary Kay's out of business if our products don't work. So yeah, they got to make products that live by what they say. So what we're going to do now, so that's the gift with purchase, is I want to make sure I get everyone's name entered onto the giveaway because we're giving away 3 different lip glosses. They're gorgeous, so pretty. So I'm giving away 1, but you can pick from 3. There we go. I'm like, that didn't make sense. So, but what I'd love to do for you right now is give you the opportunity to gift a free pampering treatment to a friend, or if it's been a long time and you haven't had a free facial in a while, be like, girl, I would love a free facial. So, I love that we offer that service that people can try things first and have that experience with no obligation to purchase. And then that way you can learn about the products first. Mary Kay found that to be really important because she's like, a lot of people have products that they just bought, but they have no clue the order of application. They don't know all the different benefits of it and how to use it. So, yeah. So here is a fun way to compliment a friend or yourself if you're like, I need a facial. Thinking of the hardest working woman you know, the happiest woman, someone who brings you joy, the risk taker in your group, someone who's always looked sharp, the woman who has an entrepreneurial spirit, the greatest overcoming woman you know, like someone that you admire, the most positive woman, someone who needs some pampering, someone who just had a baby, someone who just got married, maybe someone who's going through a divorce, someone who's becoming an empty nester. I don't know. There's lots of transitions of life that we go through and they're not always fun. So, and they can be stressful. So giving someone some self-care, I think is so great for our mental health. So how this works is you can grab a piece of paper and you can either number it 1 through 12, or you can just like start writing down people who come to your mind that you'd love to give the gift of a free treatment to. It doesn't cost you anything. Your consultant has a different goal each month of how many free facials to give. Or if you don't want to be thinking too much about like, who's the hardest working woman you know, and you're just like, this is making my brain think too much, just put whoever comes onto your heart. When you share 12 referrals, you get half off a makeup item of your choice. So half off a mascara or an eyeliner or a lip gloss or a brow tint or a blush or an eyeshadow. And then if you share 24 referrals, you get one free makeup item from your consultant. So they can live anywhere in the United States, the referrals, and because we can do stuff virtually, kind of like we're doing right now, but just more one-on-one on a Zoom, where they would get the free samples mailed to them and be in their privacy of their own home and have a treatment probably valued around $100, that and some of it they can keep using again and again. So, but they can just have that from their own home. So I will give you a couple minutes to write down referrals, and then during that time, I am going to get all your names on the spinning wheel. So if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, please make sure your name's in the chat. And I think everyone's done so far. And if you are not able to message for some reason, comment in there, please text me or text your consultant. She can hurry and text me. So, okay. So I will give you some time to do that. I probably should turn on some music for you. Oh, that would be nice, huh? Okay, let's turn on some music. Here we go. Oh, maybe not that. That's not music. This is, here we go. Yay! I hope that gave you a chance to think about who you'd love to refer to a free pampering treatment. You can text that over to your consultants. And welcome, Ashley. You're a totally great girl. I hope you had a wonderful birthday last week. So as we wrap up, we're going to, if I put your name on the wheels, Ruth, Michelle, Amanda, Edith, Tirsa, Jotina, Mary Lynn, and Ashley. If you don't hear your name, or if you don't see it on the wheel there, please text me right now. And on this referral game, okay. On this is a slide I want to show. Okay, this is our bundle and save, because you can always get things individually when you're running out from your consultant. If you're needing to get things in sets, we'd love to give you a savings. And so on here, we talked about the Clearproof. And I'm so glad, Christine mentioned the charcoal mask too, because I was going to talk about that too. And I'm glad I forgot though. So I'm glad you talked about it. So we have 4 main skincare lines. We even have a men's too, but these are the 4 main skincare lines for women. We have our Repair, our Miracle Set, Mary Kay Set, and then the Clearproof is what we focused on today. That's our acne fighting. You can see it is very gender neutral. It is white, green, black. Guys can use it. Girls can use it. The other products have some pink and purple and probably not a product. Sorry, my throat got a little dry there that a guy would like. But so that's the Clearproof. It is $60 if you buy it as a set. And like I shared earlier, I figured out it was $76 if you got them all individually. So yes, $16 savings is awesome. And then below that, Christine talked about our masking product, specifically our charcoal mask, which can be added. I actually have one right here. It can be a spot treatment for acne, or you can use it on your whole face, anywhere you're more oily, or you can use it like cold sores, mosquito bites, wasp stings, bee stings, all that stuff. It helps take away the pain, take away the itch. This is going in our camping packing list this year because we forgot it last year. And that's, of course, when our campsite had 2 wasp nests and wasps were flying around like flies. And my son got stung 3 different times and other people did too. So we are bringing that for sure. And hopefully we won't have wasps this year, but you never know. So that's the Clearproof. And then the mask by itself is $26, I think. Let me hurry and look that up. But $26 for the charcoal mask, or you can pair it with our hydrating mask. That mask is, you could pair it for $50, or this is $26. The hydrating mask, $24. There we go. And I've had customers say they use that on their kids' back for back knee. They've said they've used it in armpits, and they have athletes in their family for athlete's foot. I don't know how you put charcoal mask in your armpits or on your feet, but apparently it's a good idea. If you need that detox, because activated charcoal acts as that magnet. So keep forgetting to try it in different places, but I usually just use it on my nose because that's where my pores are a little bigger. And it's great for blackheads and stuff like that. So then we have our special. So let's say you're like, oh, I want the Clearproof. I want the masking set. Maybe you're looking into getting eye makeup, cleaner, mascara, eyeliner, and you want satin hands, satin lips. That'd be 4 sets. And with the princess price, you can pick out 4 sets on the page and just pay $199. Usually have a savings of $20, $30, sometimes more. But that's the princess still. And then you can get our free travel roll-up bag with that. So so there's the bundle and save. And then our best kept secrets are starter kits. So it's only $35 to join Mary Kay. This is not for everyone. And if everyone joined, we wouldn't really have a business, right? But we look for women who want to remind others of their worth. We look for women who want to uplift and pamper others. And there's 5 different reasons I see women join. One of them is like 50% off on the products. Well, that's a no-brainer. When you wash my face the rest of my life, might as well get 50% off on it. The second reason I see is because it's flexible. That's why Christine joined. Flexible with 4 kids. One of the reasons I joined was to have a little extra income to like put towards savings, supplement our income. Another reason my husband had me join was more personal growth in my life. I was going through infertility. You could see I was kind of like stuck where I was at and kind of in a negative set of mind, and he could see that Mary Kay could provide positivity, more personal growth, more fulfillment in my life, and then also positive friendships, which how somehow he knew there'd be positive women in the world. And I am so grateful for Mary Kay to be surrounded. We call it the pink bubble. Like we are all cheering for each other and the best sisters ever. And anyway, it is a really unique environment to be around positive women who are always thinking pink and thinking positive. So that is our starter kits, $35 to join. When you do order from Mary Kay, our minimum order is $225. You can hand select whatever you want, $450 retail. We just pay half of that. You only have to do that once every 12 months to remain a consultant. Yeah, I know. The average household spends about $1,000 a year between skincare products, makeup products, body care products, shower gels, gifts for people, different things like that. And so ours is like a measly $225 for a whole year. And so our beautiful Christina London, she's not on right now, but she's like, yeah, I just went through a spreadsheet and just kind of figured out. She's the only girl in her family too. She has boys, and she's like, okay, yeah, this would actually make more sense to join. So that's a little about that. So as we wrap up, I want to thank you so much for spending your time this evening. I can't wait to do the drawing and find out who our giveaway winners. I'm going to quickly just check. I'm glad I went live in Facebook because I think last week it didn't. It's like hit and miss with Facebook. Thank you, Facebook. But thank you, YouTube. We love YouTube. I think I've only had one issue with it in like 4 or 5 years. Facebook is like 50%. Sorry, Facebook. But now I'm like, okay, now I'm checking my text messages. Okay, I don't see any text messages. I don't see any Facebook comments, and I think we have all the YouTube comments here. This is the part that takes the longest because I'm always like double checking. Oh, that's the wrong. That's the wrong page. I want this one. Okay. So see your name. Hopefully see your name. If you don't, send me a text. And we are going to spin the wheel. So the winner will pick from one of these 3 lip glosses. And so I'll give you about 10 more seconds to enter that in. Get your name in. And there's a cherry red. There's a red noir, which is actually, I was surprised how much I like that color. And then right now I'm currently wearing the why do I have the red that's so small? Lilac Love. So, I think the fonts are really getting smaller. I'm also getting older, but I'm like, no, that was not that size years ago. It was a lot bigger. That's what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure they made them smaller, but it's probably the latter of just me getting older. But yeah, so. And the next week's our Goodbye Wrinkles class. So it's all about our clinical solutions. If you're really into products in a med spa, if you're into like Korean beauty, those are the products that we have in our clinical solutions that are amazing supplements for that. So can't wait to see you guys next week. So I'm going to spin the wheel. I don't see any new comments. So I believe we have everyone on here. That's a guest at least. So let's see who our winner is. And Mary Lynn, oh my gosh, that's perfect. So I will text you. If you already know what color you want, you can send me a text. The purple, the cherry red, or it's like a nice mature red that's like a little mixed with brown. Yeah, it is awesome. And Ruth says, congratulations. They're glosses, so they go on more light and they're very hydrating. I'm really happy with actually all 3 colors. So congratulations. So thank you, Christine, for co-hosting. You're a wonderful co-host, and I appreciate you. You're very dependable, and yeah, I really appreciate you. So, and with your insight on Clearproof, is really great to have that second opinion. So have a wonderful night. Talk to you guys later. See ya. Bye.
Bye.